Hola, you found my hike. Good for you. I'm surprised because I'm way out here in the outbacks of the Los Angeles Griffith Park. It's gonna be a great hike today. I love all my hikes. I love doing this. I hope you like watching it too. A lot of people ask me, well, what do you have, like a cameraman that walks backwards in front of you with the camera and stuff? No, that's a recipe for disaster, especially up here in these treacherous canyons. I do it all myself. I have a selfie stick right here with a camera at the end. And also I fly my own drone. I control my own drone when I'm here. Here's a controller. I have a lot of fun doing that. I'm getting really good at it. Look out! Woo! That was close. To be honest with you, the only thing I don't do, I have a little man strapped on my back, and he occasionally adjusts my hat for me and applies sunblock. But other than that, self-contained act. It's gonna be a great hike today. Thanks for joining. Take your protein pills, put your helmet on. Let's have at it. My hiking buddy today is he's pure joy to hang with. I mean, I love this guy. He's so fun, and he's fun to watch. He's fun to laugh with. His comedy timing is impeccable. And most importantly, he gets me. Yeah. He's a producer. He's won tons of awards for his comedy and acting chops. You know him from his role on Will and Grace. I sort of don't want to say who he is because you're gonna think I'm name dropping. All right, it's Sean Hayes. You grew up in Los Angeles, right?
I actually grew up in Chicago.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But you've lived in Los Angeles a long time, right?
I've never been here.
It's your first time.
Yeah.
We are just not connecting.
You told me.
We're not connecting.
You told me to meet you here.
Okay, we're done. We're done. What kind of shape would you consider yourself in?
Hourglass, maybe?
Hourglass.
Yeah.
And how much time do we have left? Now, Sean, you might get recognized because it's a Saturday.
Okay.
But I don't want to get your hopes up.
Well, we've passed about
happen.
5,000 people. No, not one person.
Well, I don't want you to get your hopes up if it doesn't happen.
Okay, yeah.
Nothing on that one.
No.
See, if you're looking for it, it's not going to happen.
Oh, I see.
It's like a relationship.
Okay.
I love coming to this park because, first of all, well, look what's behind us. The Greek Theater. No, over here.
Oh, that's
The
amazing.
Greek Theater.
Yeah.
Have you been to concerts there?
I have. I saw some things there. I saw an 80s concert there.
Oh,
With,
like a big hair
Howard
group?
Jones and like Erasure. They were all on one ticket.
Yeah.
And like, remember, I wanna know what you're thinking. Information Society.
No, I don't know that.
There's a bunch of 80s groups. It was
Yeah, I
great.
did know.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So that was the only concert, huh?
Yeah. Oh, and I think I saw, I don't know, a couple others.
The problem with going to a concert in that theater is they have to sing their songs in Greek. And it really is not the same.
Because I went and it wasn't in Greek, it was English.
You didn't go to the Greek Theater then? Oh, that's before they changed the name.
They changed the name. It was in the English theater before?
Yeah. What was the first concert you ever went to?
Tina Turner. What
Really?
about yours?
Mine was the Eagles, yes, and Edgar Winter. Trifecta.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't really want to go to the Tina Turner one, but a friend of mine was like, hey, I got 2 tickets to Tina Turner. I'm like, Tina Turner? Okay, I have all her albums. I didn't.
He didn't.
Like, I'm a Tina Turner fan, but...
How old were you?
I was maybe 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, does that make sense?
No.
No.
So what did you do last night?
Last night, I went out with my husband Scotty, and we drank a lot at a sushi place.
Yeah. Yosaki?
No, I had a sake like infusion drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we going?
Hammered? Get hammered?
Hammered, man. Yeah.
That's the best.
No, and then we went to see our friend Chuck at another restaurant. He was bartending. We just said hello to him really quick, and then we went home and listened to music, and then tried to watch Bill Maher, but it was a rerun.
Are you sure it was a rerun and you weren't just so hammered you thought you saw it before?
That's a really good
said, I
idea.
recognize him. I think we've seen this one before. What's the most trouble you've ever gotten into?
Ooh, that's good. Well, some things I can't probably talk about.
No,
When I
because
was a
it's still in
kid.
court, right?
It's in well, it's tied up in a lot of red tape.
Yeah.
Well, when I was in college, I got arrested for stealing a turkey sandwich from the White Hen, which is like 7-Eleven.
Yes.
So I was really drunk with some friends. I was 18, and we're walking home, and we stopped in, and I was starving. I didn't have any money because I was in college, right?
Yeah.
And so I stole, this is the craziest story, and I stole a turkey sandwich, thinking I'm so clever, and then we're eating it right outside on the sidewalk next to the
scene of
thing.
the crime.
Yeah. And then this cop pulls up. He's like, "You." And I was like,
With
"Yeah."
a turkey sandwich.
And I threw the turkey sandwich onto the street. And he's like, "Come with me." And I got arrested. And then this guy named Liam,
Yeah.
who I'd never met, posted the $100 bail. And
a turkey sandwich.
and a turkey sandwich. Posted the bail. And then 5, 6 years later, 7 years later maybe, I moved to Los Angeles. And 7 years later, I moved to Los Angeles. He's my waiter.
He said, I know what you want.
Yeah,
You don't have to
he was
order
like a
anything.
friend of a friend of a friend, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, can we borrow $100? Sean's gotta get out of jail." And then I see him at the at this restaurant. He was great,
That's fantastic.
and so I thanked him and I gave him a tip.
Are you Will or Grace?
I'm actually a character named Jack on the show.
Oh, you're not Will or Grace?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll take care.
No, we can still hike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You say Jack?
Yeah, that's the
Nice.
character I play.
Right. And if you could...
Which one are you?
I'm not on the show.
Shut up. Which one are you?
On my show?
No, I'm Will and Grace.
I'm Will and Grace? I am Grace.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. How different is it now doing Will and Grace as it was when you first started? I mean, when it first started, of course, you didn't know anything, how good it was going to be, or...
No, I was just happy to get a job, you know. I really was. Like, all my friends got, like, pilots. Like, you always hear the word pilot.
Yeah.
Like, I want one of those.
Yeah.
So I got a pilot.
What were you doing before that, though?
Waiting tables. I was a elf in the Kenny Rogers Christmas tour. Just little odd jobs here and there. And I used to play, like, for a choir in Long Beach, piano. I play piano.
That pays big.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
How do you think I got my mansion? And so no, I was doing that. And so what's different about it now? I don't know, like, I appreciate it more. That's the
Yes,
difference.
that's what it is.
I appreciate the people, the time, the everything, because when you're young and
Foolish.
you get lucky, I
Yeah.
didn't say foolish, you get lucky.
didn't.
Okay, it sounded like you said foolish.
Yeah. No.
It's the roar of the canyon.
Canyon, yes.
Yeah, makes you hear things.
So you were foolish, and then what happened? Oh, I said it then. Then I said
Then
it.
you said it. That was clear. It bounced off the
Yeah.
mountain.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I appreciate it more. That's my answer.
Yeah. And you get all the same actors.
Except
Will and Grace. What character on a TV show in the past could you think you could compare your character to now?
that's interesting. I feel like you have an answer for that.
I don't. I've just thought of that question.
Like character type.
Yeah, like Gilligan on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah,
or...
totally. It's the funny neighbor.
Yeah.
You know,
Has
which
that been
every
done? That's been done before or no? Where do you get your energy, man? Have you ever
Dasani.
Dasani? Now you can have a Dasani. Do you apply a night cream at all to your face? Because your skin is so smooth and soft.
It is.
Well, I don't know if it's soft, but it looks soft.
Are you hitting on me on this hike? Oh, are we almost
Done?
in? Are we almost in Hollywood?
We are in Hollywood.
Because we started in Los Feliz.
Oh.
Wow, this is like, who knew this existed?
Do you have any hobbies? Do you collect anything?
Time.
Where do you put it? Seriously, where do you put that time? Are you a good dancer?
I'm not.
But you move so well on stage, though. You're so physical.
Well, thank you. I think because
That's not really a compliment.
Oh, okay, sorry. And then you just throw me off the cliff. No, I studied music since I was 5.
Yeah.
So, not to sound too cliche or boring, but too late. But you know, with music, there's rhythms and beats and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I learned from a very young age rhythm and stuff.
So you just did with Norman Lear, live in front of a studio audience on ABC.
Yeah.
It was the recreation of one of the episodes of All in the Family and the Jeffersons.
Do you work for ABC?
I don't,
Oh, that was really good.
but I have good retention. You played, again, the funny neighbor.
Yes, I did. I played the funny neighbor.
And it was live.
I was totally live.
And you've done live before. You've done Saturday Night Live, right?
Yeah.
So you're kind of used to that.
I love it. And we did live episodes of Will and Grace, which was really
That's
fun.
right.
And the whole crew of this All in the Family Jeffersons, the entire crew was the Will and Grace crew.
What
How
an
great was Woody Harrelson, though?
Woody Harrelson was
Like,
great.
I mean, he
Yeah.
was amazing.
I think he could have added a few pounds, but yeah, I
In
guess he
one
wasn't
week.
that dedicated. Yeah, in a week. That's plenty of time.
Well, he eats so healthy, you know.
Yeah, I know.
His body's like a temple.
Only smokes the best pot.
That's right.
When was the last time you threw up?
Right before this interview. I wanted to look good.
Are you a neat freak? I mean, you like, what do you call it, germaphobe?
Not too bad, but like,
Do you wash your hands after you go to the bathroom?
of course.
Then you're a germaphobe.
I saw Garry Shandling at the gym once, and it was on Halloween, like during the day,
Yeah.
like in the morning.
So no costume?
So nobody had a
Okay,
costume out in the
gotcha.
gym, and he was getting a drink of water, and he turned around and looked at me, and I go, "Oh my God, that's a great costume. You look just like Garry Shandling," and he chuckled. I always thought he was hilarious.
Hilarious. He would always say to me, Kevin, you're hilarious. Oh, no, he goes, Kevin, you're a good man. And by the way, hilarious. Because you're so physical and stuff. I'm thinking, I grew up loving watching Jerry Lewis movies.
Yeah,
Like the
Yeah.
Bellhop or the Bellboy and Nutty Professor and stuff.
I liked parts of them, but I wasn't ever like own them or, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But when they were on, I would catch a lot of them
Right.
as a kid.
Who influenced you as a comedic actor?
Marty Short.
Really?
Yeah, and
Jeez.
Steve Martin.
Okay, that I get, but the Marty Short thing, no.
Okay.
I'm just doing Marty Short now.
Yeah.
What do you think the best invention ever is?
The bagel slicer.
That was needed. We needed a bagel slicer.
Absolutely. This is really beautiful.
Thanks. Thank you.
I mean, they're the exact things I say.
We are so similar. You have
We
no
are.
idea.
My God.
A lot of people don't know this, but you're a producer too. I mean, you are just
No, everybody knows it.
this. Oh, then I didn't know it.
Kidding.
I mean, but you are this. You have such an appetite for ideas
Oh yeah, I love
and
that.
for
Well-
getting things produced and done.
Well, Jeffrey Katzenberg said a long time ago to me. He said, if the idea's bad, you're not good out of the gate. It has to everything has to start with a good idea. If the idea is bad, you're dead in the water. And so, don't you love good ideas?
I do love a
Or
good
do you
ideas.
like bad ideas?
Sean, you are so brave to do this. You into cars? What are you into?
I'm into dudes. Kidding.
Dudes.
No, I don't care what I'm in, as long as it gets to me to where I'm going or where I need to be.
Do you think you could handle just about any situation on your own?
How do you feel about that?
I don't
kinda-
think you can.
No, I don't think I can. You don't think I can? I think a lot of people probably believe that they could. I had this therapist once tell me that I'm a figure-it-outer. And I was like, oh, because of survival mode, because I grew up so poor and
Yeah.
my mom raised 5 kids by herself and we kind of all had to parent ourselves.
Yeah.
So I think ever since I was 5 or 6,
So you
or
are
7,
good at that.
I think
then.
you go like into panic mode, so you figure it out, right?
Yeah. You worry about that a lot?
What's that?
Like having to figure things out and oh no, are you like one step ahead of things?
I try to be, yeah. I mean, it's no way to live, and it's off-putting to a lot of people. But it's constant survival mode, constant anxiety,
Yeah.
constant like I gotta make sure I
But you're kind
pay
of
my
like,
bills. And,
you're in a good place right now. I mean, you're married,
yeah,
you got a nice house, you got a job, a
Yeah.
great job.
yeah.
What are your
For
goals?
a year, for another year.
Well, you don't know.
But that's the life of an actor.
Yeah, yeah. What do you?
But
you have any
that's why I
other-
also started producing.
That's right.
Is because I like having plan B's and C's. So I love producing as well.
Yeah.
And because, actors have shelf lives.
Do you have any like other goals on the horizon that you
Yeah, my main goal today is to make it back down this hill alive. Oh shit, something was moving in there.
You gotta watch out for snakes, Sean. I'm not kidding around.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding around.
Are you serious?
I'll say it again. I'm not kidding around. They're rattlesnakes. You
No,
know why?
they're not.
You know why they call them rattlesnes?
Because they hold a baby around?
Close. They wrap themselves around you. They pick you up off the ground. They shake you until your head rattles. What's the closest call you've ever had to death?
Last year, a year and a half ago, my small intestine burst open. It's really rare.
How did you know? Did you hear it?
No.
You can't hear it? It just...
That sounded like a firework. No. No, I woke up in the middle of the night with excruciating pain.
Oh, wow.
And so they had emergency surgery.
Always. Good morning. We're just talking about you.
I mean,
Come on.
it's the best line ever.
How's your skin?
My skin's pretty great.
Because you're really burning up.
Am I really?
I can hear the blisters crackling. What's your guilty pleasure?
What's my guilt? Well, ice cream, food-wise.
Oh man, ice cream is the best.
Yeah. Naps.
Naps. Can you sleep anywhere?
No, I cannot sleep ever anywhere.
You like a couch?
Yeah, it's the couch in the middle of the day.
With the TV on a little bit?
Nope.
Golf game?
Nope. Yeah, well, that'll put anyone to sleep. But I'll watch This Old House.
Yes.
Do you love
This
that
Old
show?
House?
Yeah, it's the best show ever.
Is that still on?
It's still on, like 25 years later. It's still on.
You go right from Bob Ross to This Old House?
Bob Ross.
You know Bob Ross?
Who's that?
The painter.
Oh
He
yeah,
lives in
he's
the-
great.
I thought you'd be all over Bob Ross. So we're not that similar, are we?
No,
A lot of people don't know you're a producer. Well, maybe they do. You'd be right. But you
No,
have a show on
it's good.
that you're co-producing. It's called Hollywood Game Night.
Yeah.
I've done that several times. It's
Yes.
so fun.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that, by the way.
You're welcome. Maybe someday you'll repay the favor.
Yeah. Well, when you get something up and running, let me know.
Maybe that's
Something that has legs.
What scares you? Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You all right?
Yeah.
Do you have a pet?
I had 2 dogs who died. Thanks for bringing that up. They both, one died of a septic stomach or septic, whatever that's called.
Fell in a septic tank?
Yeah, she fell in a septic tank, and the other one died of cancer.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sorry I
And
brought that up.
It was eating its nose away, and so, and then his name is Buzz, and he became self-conscious of it. So anytime we walk in the house, he'd be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Thank you, Sean Hayes. I told you he's a great guy, didn't I? I mean, he gets me. He follows instructions. He knows what to do. And he gets me. That's the bottom line. Thanks for joining my hike. Please subscribe, turn on notifications. We'll catch you next time. Happy trails.